नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, The Activities of Maharaj Priyavrata, Shloka number 32. Jambu Palaksha Shalmali Kusha Krauncha Shaka Pushkara Samnyas Tesham Parimanam Purvasmat Uttara Uttaro Yata Sankyam Dviguna Manena Bahihi Samanta Upakliptaha. Okay, word to word meaning. Jambu, Palaksha, Plaksha, Shalmali, Kusha, Krauncha, Shaka, Pushkara, Samnyaha, known as, Tesham, of them, Parimanam, dimensions, Purvasmat, from the former, Uttaraha, the following, Yata, according to, Sankyam, number, Dviguna, twice as much, Manena, with a measure, Bahihi, outside, Samantataha, all around, Upakliptaha, produced. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The names of the islands are Jambu, Plaksha, Shalmali, Kusha, Krauncha, Shaka and Pushkara. Each island is twice as large as the one preceding it, and each is surrounded by a liquid substance, beyond which is the next island. Purport: the ocean in each planetary system has a different type of liquid. How they are situated is explained in the next verse. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guraho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, anyway, I wanted to speak on some important subjects. So, here we see this different islands are there. So, they are concentric islands, and like the center portion of the whole, this one is the Jambu Dweep. So that is the thing that is mentioned here, Jambu. So that's like a circle, and then further, this ones are all like twice as much as the thickness of this layer. So there is one circle, then after that there is one ocean in the circle. So then there is another island in the form of circle, then another ocean. Like that it goes. So it is like concentric circles. So, and each island is twice as large as the one preceding it. So like every island is double size, and then each surrounded by a liquid substance, beyond which is the next island. So now one thing that we see in the Bhagavatam, the subject matters that we discuss is the sthanam. So like different places of residence for different kinds of people. So why not everybody can be kept in the same kind of residence? So because there are different kinds of thought processes that is there, and different kinds of conditioning of modes of nature that is there, and different kinds of punya and papa that is there. So like people who have a particular range of punya and papa, people who have got particular kind of profile, they actually are posted in a particular place, and it depends on many parameters, like the kind of desires that they had, and so many things actually matters for a person to come to a particular place of existence. And heavenly planets, for example, the people who are desiring for higher sense gratification, so they aim to go to the heavenly planets. And in one of the places it is mentioned in the fifth canto itself, there is, I think in the 8th chapter, residents of Jambudweep offering prayers. So like there we will see that almost all the places, even in the Bhumandala, so this is all, what we are discussing is all in the Bhumandala. So even in the Bhumandala, like all the places are places for sense gratification, and it is very nicely facilitated just like heavenly planets. So only in the earthly planet, there is this opportunity for us to perform tapasya, and there is a very nice environment for us to advance in Krishna consciousness. So rest all the places, either it is having heavenly opulence, so much of enjoyment and happiness is there, and long duration of life, not much of disease, and physical energy and everything is there. So we cannot think of Krishna. And or in the hellish planets, too much of suffering that we cannot think of Krishna. So in this one, in the Bhumandala, especially in this place, like in the land of holy land of India, so this is the place where people can enjoy also, and they cannot enjoy for long, they'll be beaten up again. They'll come to Krishna, and then if they suffer also, too much suffering will not come. They will again come back to Krishna. Right? So it is very nice kind of a position that is the living entities are put in this situation. And then also we see there is, anywhere you see, like there are holy places, there are self-manifested deities are there. So, and there are temples, so many temples that are there, and so many sadhus that actually keep walking around and things like that. So this is a place which is fully fine-tuned, fully tuned for Krishna consciousness actually. And we see that this Krishna consciousness, when it is to be performed, one of the word that is used in this one is avyabhicharena yogena, bhakti yogena sevate. So what is this importance of this particular thing? So because the Krishna consciousness, we see it is Krishna is an exclusive lover, and we cannot have mixed this ones, like mixed approach towards Krishna, like if that is there, then it is called mixed devotional service, and it is not called as pure devotional service. So what all the things that can be possibly, we can do mixture. So we can do the mixture of karma, we can do the mixture of jnana, we can do the mixture of yoga. So that is like what is it, bhukti kami. So that is like desire for sense gratification, desire for liberation, and desire for siddhis. These are all some of the things that are listed down as a standard, mathematics used to get something called standard deviation. So this is like the standard deviations, from the path of bhakti. And we see, I was just recently heard one news, and it was quite alarming. Like yesterday on the Brahmachari session also, we were discussing that point, that one very senior person who was initiated devotee and who was nice preacher and things like that. So he lost his 6-year-old daughter, like for 1 year they were having so much of medical complication and things like that. So in the hospital, like they were praying to the Lord and all. So but then finally, the girl died. So because of this, their whole faith in Krishna consciousness has got shaken. So now we see that why a solidly practicing person, so what all reasons his faith can actually get shaken. So there is different this one points are there. So one is that like their exposure to material things have become too much. Like they are practicing Krishna consciousness, but somehow or other their exposure to material things become more. So in terms of these days, lot of enemies of Krishna consciousness are there. YouTube, Facebook and things like that. So you just browse, so many things are there. So like it may appear like theek hai thoda der ke liye like dekh lenge, and but then what happens is we get the guna sangha. So like if we are able to execute Krishna consciousness and we are not getting any material thoughts. Now, what is a credit? Credit is not that we have done very good devotional service or we are so great. Credit is that somehow or other we are exposed to Krishna conscious activities, somehow or other we are engaged in service of the Lord. So that is why the input is not there, so output, that is thought process is like proper, like guna sangha is not there, it is only Krishna sangha or sat sangha is happening. So then what's happening? The mind will become purified and we will not get any bad thoughts or we will not get any thoughts of sense gratification and things like that. So but if the exposure is of guna sangha, so what is guna sangha? Like for example, if we are dealing with Lakshmi, money. So like money in itself is not a problem, but improper dealing with money is a problem. So when like what is a proper way of earning that is there, even for example like the brahmacharis, for that matter, we see that Lakshmi is given for the service of the Lord, and we also live based on the based on this Lakshmi only. So as brahmacharis we should try to see that what is the minimum to minimum thing that we need to use for taking care of ourselves, and that should be used. So then that is proper utilization of money. So then it will become satsanga. So but if we use it more than what is necessary, so then it will become asatsanga, so or guna sangha. So once that becomes guna sangha, so then we will become affected by the material thoughts. So the material thoughts starts coming. So in the same way, for the matter of grahasthas, like association with women is considered to be like not very auspicious. So but then if they associate with women, strictly governed by the rules and regulations of grahastha ashrama, so then that becomes also satsanga. That is not like guna sangha. So then that will not pollute their mind. So like, but if they associate for no, not for begetting children, so just for the sense gratification, so then their mind also will become polluted. So then it becomes guna sanga. So in this way, like we see that, like when we approach Krishna consciousness, we should see, no, we are always in satsanga. No, anything that we utilize in this world should be used, no, for the service of the Lord, and it should be used, no, as it should be used, no, properly. So then we will always be in satsanga, and the, like what is a proof that we are in satsanga? Our mind will be, no, mind will not be distracted, no, with material things. Mind will not go for sense gratification. So if, like it is not that mind is suddenly thinking about something. No, first of all, in few years of Krishna consciousness, we cannot expect anything. No, like it will take good amount of time for us to purify, at least 5 to 10 years, no, of proper engagement in Krishna consciousness. It takes, no, for us to, like stop the thoughts of mind, no, and purify the thoughts of mind. So, but during this time, so we should do proper execution of Krishna consciousness, and we can see that increase and decrease of material thoughts. And sometimes the mind becomes too flickery. No, one thought comes immediately, another thought comes immediately, another thought comes. Like, no, it's so much of raging of thoughts, like, that is going on. So like a wind, so that comes, so storm that comes. So that means, like, so much of material input is increasing. So where is the material input? No, we should, some guna sanga is increasing, and where is that guna sanga? We should identify, and we should stop that particular thing, right? So this is one aspect, guna sanga. See, other aspect that we practically see is that offenses. So when offenses increase, so then also, like, we become, even though all our senses is nicely engaged in Krishna's service, so suddenly, like, material thought starts coming in. That's due to offenses, and because of this, we will not be able to, like, if any of these two things are there. So acharyas give many different categories and things like that. So I'm just practically mentioning few aspects which are very important for us to deal with in our current situation. So because these are the quite often committed things actually, and if we are careful about not committing offenses, and we never know, like, when we commit offenses, so better pray to the Lord that जाने अनजाने, like, कुछ भी हो सकता है, like I would have committed some offenses also, so but then it is out of my ignorance, so please, like help me to rectify this particular thing, and keep me in devotional service. So, and this kind of prayers are very essential, and also, like, getting attached to the goal, because, like, when we are traveling in a path, so if we are losing sight of the goal, we may go any direction, so then it becomes very difficult. So attachment to the goal is that at this point in time, so we always keep discussing that Krishna Prem is the ultimate goal. So but at least at this point in time, so we should try to focus on the names of the Lord. So that is a immediate goal, and this goal, if for this to happen, so many other pre-preparation that is necessary. So we need to see that, like, our exposure to material things becomes more, or offenses becomes, like, more, or something like that. So then we will not, the mind will be disturbed, and we will not be able to, like, focus on the names also properly, right? So this, like, thing that we have to, what we are supposed to do, that we should see, and we should properly do that. And so in the association of devotees, we should try to increase our attachment to the goal, like discussing about the holy name, and discussing about the Lord, and discussing about, like, how we should have exclusive attachment to the Lord, and things like that. So if the attachment is shared with any other material object, so material object by nature, it will go, sooner or later it will go, and when that material object goes off, so that time we will become shattered, and then we will lose track of Krishna consciousness. So our essential energy that needs to be invested in attaining Krishna, so that will become disturbed, and we will not be able to make progress. So that's why this central point of I want to, like, somehow or other attain the lotus feet of Krishna. So, and specifically in the form of hearing his names, and then my morning program, whatever the morning program is there, so let me invest my full consciousness into the program, No, let me not be just there superficially, but invest my consciousness into the program. So this is also another way of check. No, like if my morning program is disturbed, so that means like I'm taking darshan of the Lord, but then I'm not able to think of, or I'm not able to focus. No, mind is going somewhere. So that means it is preoccupied with something else, or it is disturbed by something else. So we should see that, how to like eliminate this particular thing. So like one important aspect is that it is not that a sincere student of bhakti, he will not be disturbed at all. So definitely he'll get disturbed when the things of the world goes, like it poses us challenge. But we have, in the Gita course also we have studied, so great people, when they fall, they get up very quickly. It is not that great people don't fall. Great people, when they fall, they get up very quickly. And people who are not very advanced, so they fall, no, they light jate hain. They will not get up only. So that is a problem. So it is not that we will not fall. So many times, even to expect that our mind will not waver, or we will not get disturbed in our chanting and morning program. So that is also very improbable thing. No, definitely we will become disturbed. So but then the thing is how we work upon, how we take that disturbance. That is very important. So if we take that disturbance as I want to again become proper in my thought process, and for that I need to see how to serve the devotees, how to actually appreciate the devotees, and how to actually increase my faith and determination in the goal. So these all things, we have to keep on again reworking these aspects actually. And the prayers are very amazing. So recently, sometime back also I was mentioning this point, that when will this prayer come? So when a beggar, see, he knows that for his sustenance he need money, and then he cannot put his hand into your pocket and take the money. So then you will get thorough beating if he does. So but then what he does, he wants, and without that he cannot have his next meal. So and he comes and begs. So when beggar gets a good amount of money, so then he doesn't beg actually. He'll go and enjoy, though he'll do something else. So then, so this, and some beggars, you'll see that, they'll have a lot of attitude, and that means uske paas paisa hai. So it is not that he's so bad. If his condition is very bad, he'll come and pray. He'll come and beg. Really, he'll come and beg. So our condition is also like this. We know that we want to attain Krishna, and that is our goal. So but then we cannot get that just like that. So even if a little bit of slip in the thought process, or little bit of slip of fingers, we browse YouTube more and things like that. Not more, even we should not even be going for other videos at all. We should not be seeing anything which is not helping us in Krishna consciousness. So that is why in many of the ashrams they don't give the smartphone only. So we trust on the devotees, and we have given. So, and please, you don't trust your mind. So we have trust on you, but you should not have trust on the mind. So mind is a non-devotee, and mind will always take us to some useless things only. So, and we should try to see that we are not exposing ourselves to these bad things. So if some little bit, after giving up so many things, after taking up this vrata of brahmacharya and things like that. So for little bit of some small things, if we lose our primary focus, so then it becomes a problem. So that is why we should see that we are not losing our focus, not losing our essential energy in anything else apart from focusing on Krishna. So by doing that, we will somehow or other be there in the battle of getting our focus back on Krishna consciousness, right? So if we lose this battle, then all material things will start appealing more and more. But if we strongly fighting this battle, and praying to Krishna that this is not possible by me, only by your mercy it is possible, and remembering shlokas and remembering things, for this purpose. So generally what happens, preachers, they remember shlokas to convince others, so like we have biggest non-devotee our mind, so to convince that mind we should remember shlokas. So we exactly know what all ways the mind actually cheats us. It's a regular thing. It's not something new. Mind doesn't require new tactics to cheat us. Same thing, it'll use the same tactic and it'll cheat us every day. No, we just need to know like how to actually convince the mind, and we should fight a battle. And simultaneously we should pray to the Lord. So we are fighting a battle with the mind, and prayer to the Lord is what? I am fighting this battle, but I don't have any hope. No, I will definitely get defeated. So, but if you save me, so then I have some hope that I will be saved. So in this way, like we pray to the Lord, and then we pray to the Lord to fight the battle, and we pray to the Lord to get attachment to the goal. I don't have any attachment to the goal. So this is also the acharyas that they mention. Ratina Janmila, where it comes, Golokira Premadana, Harinam Sankirtan. So, like there also it is mentioned, Narottam Das Thakur mentions that, like it's such an amazing opportunity. I have got the ticket to go back to Goloka Vrindavan just by the means of the holy name. So it is really very powerful. So, but I'm so unfortunate, I'm not getting any attraction towards it. And even Sikshashtakam also, the second stanza that is mentioned. So this is a very healthy emotion that a devotee can actually practice. That is the holy name is there, it has been given to me, and it's such a powerful thing, but I'm not getting any attraction towards the holy name. So what kind of sinful activities I would have performed, what kind of offenses I would have performed, so what kind of a devotee I am, I'm not even getting attraction to this much. So this is a very, very healthy this one anxiety to develop. The acharyas have shown by their example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown by his example, by expressing this particular anxiety. And when this anxiety is there, so then we develop attachment to the goal. Like I need this mercy of the Lord, I need this attraction to the holy name, but I'm not getting it. So, and when we really feel that, so then the Lord will bless. Theek hai, like thoda sa taste le lo. So and things like that. So when the Lord blesses, so then we will be able to have that attraction to the Lord. Otherwise it is not possible. Prasada leshanubhayatayavai jana hi tattvam bhagavan mahimna. So like even if we get a little bit of prasad, little bit of mercy of the Lord, so then we will be able to understand the Lord. And when we start understanding the Lord is very, very attractive. Like Prahlad Maharaj says. So like when the Shanda and Amarka, when they ask like, why are you all the time chanting or preaching and things like that, तो वो बोलते like मैं तो नहीं चाह रहा हूँ, like automatically attract हो गया हूँ. ऐसे नहीं कि मैं, आप मुझे गलत मत समझिए, like मैं जानबूझ के ये सब कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा नहीं, automatically हो रहा है. So like that. So when we understand the Lord really, so then we become naturally attracted to the Lord, right? So in the same way, like when we get that little bit of mercy of the Lord, and Lord reveals himself unto us in the form of holy name, in the form of Bhagavatam, so then we will not be able to help ourselves, we will be attracted to the Lord. So it is only the exposure to the Lord that actually remains. And to get a pure exposure to the Lord, so we should be careful about this karma, jnana and yoga. So like bhukti, mukti and siddhi. So these are the things which actually not present the Lord fully. When these contaminations are there, the Lord will be like it's like a colored glass. We will not be able to see clearly. So we should remove this ones, and we should remove the guna sangha. And when this like saguna and samititya and brahma bhoyaya kalpate, right? So when we come above the modes of nature with the help of the Lord, so then we will be able to have darshan of the Lord, and then we will get attraction. So that's how the process of devotional service is recommended. First, when we do devotional service by the way of chanting, hearing and things like that, so the modes of material nature is becoming vidunoti, like it gets cleared off. And when the modes of material nature gets cleared off, so then we will be able to have a little bit of experience of the Lord, and that will attract us. So then stability actually comes. Stability comes when we are attracted to the process. Stability doesn't come when we are fighting with the modes. Stability comes when we are attracted to some feature of the Lord actually. So, and then when we are attracted and when we are doing devotional service, then more and more attraction actually increases over a period of time. So this is the way of progress in devotional service, and we should try to keep this journey of self-discovery, or internal journey on. So like journey of self-discovery is not meant only for new people to give seminar. It is the actual thing that is needed. So we should always be focused on this. I've come here for my internal journey, for exploring myself more deeper and deeper, and exploring the Lord and to understand the Lord. So this journey should never stop. So like we may be doing so many activities, like we may be trying to help other people, we may be trying to preach, and so many things we are trying to do. But real thing in our life is that our own self journey. So if our own journey is not there, so people whom we are trying to help, so they will come and ask, Prabhu, like आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Like no, वही चीज़ है बाहर जो चल रहा है वही चीज़ इधर भी चल रहा है. So like that, it will become. So then, like if we are sincere in our journey, so then other people whom we are trying to help, so they will also see this person is very sincere in his journey, like he is very sincere devotee. He somehow or other he wants to attain the goal, goal of life, attaining Krishna. So like he will also get some encouragement and enthusiasm to continue, like start this journey or continue the journey, right? So it's very essential. So constantly we should remind ourselves. And in the morning program we don't have any service, like we don't have any this one, like in the chanting or in the Mangalarti, like we don't have any other thing to think of. Our only thing is that like that time is focused only for our internal journey. So that is why these divisions are there. Morning program is like this, and in the daytime and in the evening, like we are trying to help others. We are trying to do preaching activities and things like that. So that time we can be little bit bahirmukha, but then like this one in the morning program we should try to be what do you call antarmukh. So we should try to be like internal. So morning program we should, like if for example if we got some fight with another devotee, so we should say to ourselves saying that let me finish the morning program and I'll full consciousness I'll fight with him, but this time no, I will not spare. This is a time for my internal journey. Like सबको माफ कर देंगे, like सब like let us assume that nothing has happened, and now this time is only for focusing on myself and focusing on the holy names, focusing on myself and focusing on the Lord. So like how to actually become more sincere in this journey, right? So let whatever it is there, even if somebody comes in for fighting, let's say like okay fine, wait for some time, I'll come and fight. I mean it's time. I want to focus on this particular thing, right? Now I'm just telling for some this one, but we should practically put these things. Even if preaching thoughts come, so we should tell that if I don't take shelter of the Lord, what preaching I will do. Preaching is nothing but telling people to take shelter of the Lord. I am only not taking shelter of the Lord. What will I tell to other people? So it is like very important. Like this, we should coin arguments to the mind that like service of the Lord. So if I am not able to connect with the Lord, how will I know what Lord likes? What service I will do? Definitely whatever service I'll do, it will be displeasing to the Lord. So let me focus on this one. So like that we should coin arguments to pacify our mind that शांत बैठो थोड़ा, इधर उधर मत भागो. So जो भी कौन सा चीज़ के लिए भाग रहा है, ये चीज़ के लिए भाग रहा हूँ, वो important नहीं है, बैठो इधर. Like that we should try to make arguments to convince the mind that you should not go here and there. And so in this way we should try to execute devotional service. Especially the morning time is an internal time, and we should not try to think that we should not even try to think like how can I teach my subordinates, or like how can I do anything, like no, let everything wait for no end of morning program. So, and by sincerely doing morning program, like that itself is a big teaching to the subordinates, you know. So like this, yeah, this time is an internal time. No, that's a time for practical teaching. It's not time for theory class, it's time for practical class. No, we can try to be like more practical, no, to ourselves. And then that itself can become a very nice lesson for others to learn also. So with this, I pause today's discussion. Any comments or questions you can take? Question, Puji.
Is that suppose in total task, there will be like, if the task is related to that devotional service activity, why it's not correct?
So Prabhupada gives an example. When spiritual master wants, no, like water, if you supply milk, it is not service. No. So it is service like when it becomes like when it is pleasing to the Lord. No. And especially like if we want to do the service, if we practically analyze the service, so primary service that we are engaged in is preaching and other daily service activities. So now if you see, like if you want to do the service, we need the connection to the Lord. And this connection to the Lord is very essential. And especially in the preaching, what are we trying to preach? To focus on Krishna. And to before doing that, we should also have some time where we can focus on Krishna. Right? So if we are not focusing on Krishna, so like simply we will be telling about that. So that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appreciated Haridas Thakur. So because he was doing both the things. When he was chanting, he was just chanting. And when he goes out to preach, he was just he was just preaching very nicely. So why he was preaching very nicely? Because he was so absorbed in chanting. Right? So that is how he was able to preach. So this is the, some time back we had this example, sponge. स्पॉन्ज को पानी में डालेंगे तो पूरा ऑब्जॉर्व करेगा एंड देन उसको लेके स्क्वीज करेंगे पूरा पानी छोड़ेगा है ना सो लाइक दैट सो वी शुड मॉर्निंग टाइम इज फॉर ऑब्जॉर्प्शन एंड देन लेटर टाइम वी कैन try to give out, like that. So that is, if we don't absorb ourselves, we will not be very satisfied actually, until unless we get that experience of Krishna, which we are looking for. So like every living entity is looking for that satisfaction. So without that, we will not have satisfaction. We will not have, a security in life. It is like abhi youth mein josh mein, like we have given things and joined ashram. So but then that josh will not last long. The real stability is experience of Krishna. So that comes in our morning program. So if that morning program is not done nicely, so eventually we will leave the ashram. Like जो जिस सर्विस के ऊपर हम लोग सोच रहे थे वो सर्विस छोड़ के चले जाएंगे eventually. So like that, it is very essential that we focus on the prime aspect of absorption. So absorption and distribution. So that is why new devotees are not engaged so much in preaching, giving classes and things like that. Why? Because their absorption is not there. And they are given some time for engaging in devotional service, practically using the senses in the service of the Lord, and also like trying to develop their absorption in this one. And initially to kuch nahi hota hai. So after some time of engaging the senses in service of the Lord nicely, so little bit of absorption starts coming in the chanting process. So, but before that, struggle should be there. Mil raha nahi mil raha, like struggle should be there.
You said due to Guna Sangha and due to offenses, one becomes inattentive towards Krishna and the various aspects of Krishna. Now my question is that due to this long exposure to Guna Sangha and offenses, and also it becoming a habit to be inattentive to Krishna, how does one start their journey to become serious in Krishna consciousness and maintain it? Because it's little uphill task.
So one nice aspect is that meditating on the goal. So and then this, as acharyas are showing us, that feeling bad about this particular aspect. So, and then also simultaneously feeling hope, that Krishna is there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there, spiritual master is there, Prabhupada is there. So they are like very, very merciful. No, I'm not hopeless. So, but like, one aspect is that I'm not able to have this, particular thing. So this simultaneous experience of these two emotions, like a lot of hopefulness and the feeling bad that I'm not having it. So these two emotions combined together, it actually makes this one. Just like a beggar, he goes for begging, so he doesn't have something and he goes for like begging to somebody, and he has his statistics. Itna door knock karenge to like itna to milega. Hope is there. It is not a hopeless situation, but still the condition is that ki I don't have. Like situation is hopeful, but मैं अगर beg नहीं करूँगा, if I don't express my anxiety, people will not be moved to offer me some donation, right? So that is very important, that if Krishna has to be moved to offer us mercy, so then he has to see a sincere appeal. So that is what Krishna is actually looking for. If we are able to do the sincere appeal, so then we will be able to get that thing. And one nice thing, how to actually put all these emotions. It seems to be a lot of things to handle. So we don't need to worry. Any of the Vaishnava bhajans we take, we just apply ourselves to the meaning of the Vaishnava bhajan. All these components are very nicely placed. Like often we sing this bhajan that Gauranga Karuna Karo, like that. So that also we see that it's lot of despondency is there and lot of hope is also there. So definitely, like, you are Patita Pavan, you can deliver the fallen. And I am proving my case, I am so fallen. Please show mercy to me, and things like that. And then expressing that how, like, in the ocean of material existence, like I've just fallen into this ocean of material existence, and it is like, it's like a great storm, and this one, and very ferocious ocean, and I'm just there, like, without any help. So, and you are the only one to save, and everyone glorifies you, saying that you save people. I am suffering here. Why are you not saving me? So like that, it is very nice. All the moods are nicely captured. It's just like 4-5 lines ka bhajan, but then it has immense power actually. Now whatever is essential mood that is required to progress in devotional service, everything is power packed actually. That is why the Vaishnava bhajans are considered to be like the essence of all the Vedic scriptures. And then it is like even more powerful than our Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So because in that also एक past time पूरा पढ़ना है, समझना है, like बहुत कुछ है. So but Vaishnava bhajan इतना सा है. And we can just read them, meditate about them, and then we can sing them in the nice tune. And immediately that emotion, what the Acharya wants to communicate to us, so we can actually get that particular thing. So these are some of the things that we can try out.
Another question. You mentioned that we have to be absorbed in the morning program, and you gave the analogy of the sponge, that when we get absorbed, then we can give it to others also. So I'm in full agreement with that. But I have a question, just for my own clarification. Sometimes, I don't know whether I'm in Maya or some experience, but I'm struggling in my morning program, and I'm in that despondent mood, and I don't know what to do. But in the evening when I go and do service, suppose if I distribute some books or do something, and if it has pleased the Acharyas, I find that my morning program becomes better. So is it just one way, or sometimes mercy can come from the other way?
Both ways actually. That's what I was telling, that when we engage our senses practically in the devotional service, so then the input is good. So when the input is good, so when like when we have pleased the Lord in that way, pleased the spiritual master in that way, so then our this one morning program, the blessings, like morning absorption is just by nothing but blessings of the Lord. The blessings achanak nahi aayega. When they are pleased, that is when it will come. So throughout the day when we do things, so we have to do things for their pleasure, and how we know that they are pleased? No, they will bless us with the remembrance. No, like that. So that's the output. No, morning program is the output actually. So input is like how we are using our senses. Like senses and the mind is the input. So like if the senses are utilized nicely in Krishna's service, and if the mind is used nicely in Krishna's service, and if the mind is not used wrongly in YouTube service and things like that, so then definitely like no, we will get the good this one good output, like that. So it is the output actually in morning program. So,
हम जब भगवान को प्रेयर करते हैं तो भौतिक चीज़ के लिए ज़्यादा इंटेंस आता है और उनका बस इंटेंस क्यों नहीं आता है स्ट्रॉन्ग रीजन क्यों नहीं आता
भौतिक चीज के लिए
स्ट्रॉन्ग रीजन आता है कि भगवान ये चाहिए रीजन ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है और स्पिरिचुअल रीजन के लिए बहुत वीक रहता है
नो, इसके मतलब ये है कि लाइक हम वो गोल नो वी हैव नॉट बिकम सो मच अटैच टू दैट गोल. नो, लाइक अभी ये भौतिक चीज़ कुछ वो नहीं है तो लाइक नो वी फील समथिंग नो कुछ तो मिसिंग है करके, है ना. इसके लिए लाइक उसके बारे में प्रार्थना अच्छे से आ रहा है. सो बट अगर कृष्ण नहीं है तो भी लाइफ चल रहा है, लाइक नो चलेगा. सो इतना दिन तो चला है, ऐसे ही चला सकते हैं, है ना. सो लाइक दैट. तो कैसा अभी कृष्ण सडनली कैसा इंपॉर्टेंट बन जाएंगे, नो लाइक सडनली लाइक विदाउट कृष्णा आई कैन नॉट बी देयर. इतना साल तो जिया विदाउट कृष्णा. तो अभी अभी भी जी सकता हूँ. तो इतना बड़ी बात क्या है. सो देन वी सी दैट one of the illusions that is there in the material world is that we are constantly going through trouble, we are constantly going through misery, but we are not able to understand that we are going through misery. And when we little by the guidance of the devotees, so when we do the process little bit nicely, and then somehow or other we get a little taste in the process of Krishna consciousness, so then वो तुरंत वो कॉन्ट्रास्ट दिखाई पड़ता है हमको. तो भौतिक चीज़ क्या है, लाइक नो ये इट इज़ लाइक नो कितना भी करूँ ये सुख तो कभी इसमें नहीं मिलेगा. सो दैट थिंग नो स्टार्ट्स कमिंग इन एंड देन रियल लाइफ स्टार्ट्स नो मैनिफेस्टिंग एक्चुअली. सो जस्ट लाइक नो ये मैं एग्जांपल काफ़ी बार बताया हूँ इसके पहले. सो कोई एक नया व्यक्ति लाइक नो कुछ जॉब मिल रहा है उनको, तो उनको 10-15 हज़ार मिला है तो भी लाइक नो खुशी रहेगा, नो. एंड देन वो बहुत सीनियर हो गया, नो 50,000 1 लाख तक कमाने लगा. उसके बाद लाइक सडनली उसको नो कुछ तो कारण के लिए लाइक उसको सैलरी 10,000 बना दिए. तो वो बहुत दुखी रहेगा नो, क्योंकि वो उसको कुछ 1 लाख का टेस्ट मिल गया. अभी 10,000 में कैसा खुशी रहेगा वो, है ना. सो पहले जब जॉब मिला 10,000 में ठीक है अच्छा, नो, बट 1 लाख का जब टेस्ट मिल गया तो 10,000 इज नॉट नो गिविंग एनी हैप्पीनेस, है ना. तो वैसा लाइक फिर से तो उसको क्या लगेगा, नहीं मैं वो नो लाइक वो लेवल पे आना चाहिए, नो. कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है नो, कुछ लोगों को जो उनका साथ में जो जॉब लिया तो वो चले जाते बहुत ऊंचा, नो इसका नो बहुत इतना नहीं जा पा रहा है. तो हमेशा वो ट्राई करते रहेगा, वो कर रहा है लेकिन मैं भी करना चाहिए, नो लाइक दैट. सो ये दो प्रकार से ये इच्छा आ सकता है. ये एक चीज़ है कि लाइक हम लोग देख सकते हैं दूसरा भक्त नो कैसा लाइक वो हायर कॉन्शियसनेस को रिलिश कर रहा है. और लाइक पहला है कि नो हमारा कुछ एक्सपीरियंस मिला, तो वो एक्सपीरियंस को लाइक भौतिक चीज़ों के साथ कंपेयर करने में लाइक नो ये बहुत नो फीका लगेगा, नो वो नो दोबारा कब मिलेगा वो एक्सपीरियंस, नो वैसा करके. सो और उसके बारे में चर्चा नहीं करेंगे, सो धीरे धीरे करके उसका वैल्यू कम हो जाता है, नो. ये भौतिक चीज़ का कैसा है, लाइक ये भौतिक चीज़ हमको क्यों ऐसा महसूस हो रहा है कि लाइक वो भौतिक चीज़ चाहिए, क्योंकि नो लोग सब लोग उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, नो, और सब लोग उसी को कर रहे हैं, नो. एंड उसको देख देख के लाइक हमको वो लाइक इच्छा बढ़ जाता है. सो इच्छा श्रवण कीर्तन से बढ़ता है, नो. सो भौतिक श्रवण कीर्तन से भौतिक चीज़ों के ऊपर इच्छा बढ़ जाता है, और आध्यात्मिक श्रवण कीर्तन का वजह से आध्यात्मिक नो गोल का ऊपर इच्छा बढ़ जाता है एक्चुअली. सो इसके लिए श्रवण कीर्तन अच्छे से करना चाहिए, है ना. सो तब जाके लाइक नो किसके बारे में लाइक हम लोग बार बार सुन रहे हैं. तो अभी लाइक नो कोई बोल रहे हैं कि लाइक नो कृष्ण को प्राप्त करना है, ठीक है देख लेंगे अभी, क्या बड़ी बात है, लाइक बाद में देखेंगे। अभी लाइक नो कुछ और कर रहा हूँ, बुक खोल रहा हूँ, लाइक उधर भी वही बोल रहा है, और कुछ लेक्चर सुन रहा हूँ उधर भी वही बोल रहे हैं। लाइक नो दूसरे डिवोटी, एक और डिवोटी देखा तो लाइक नो वो बोल रहे हैं कि लाइक अरे मैं ऐसा इतना पापी हूँ, लाइक मेरा कुछ कृष्ण के प्रति अट्रैक्शन ही नहीं आ रहा है। अरे इतना लोग बोल रहे तो लाइक सही होगा। नो एंड धीरे धीरे करके प्रोग्राम होता है नो, तो माइंड में प्रोग्राम होता है कि लाइक हाँ तो कृष्ण को प्राप्त करना चाहिए नो। सो सत्संग में क्यों हम रह रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये इच्छा को बढ़ाने के लिए नो। हम लोग अरे इच्छा को नो लाइक हम बढ़ा रहे हैं नो, दूसरों को भी लाइक हेल्प कर रहे हैं नो, ये इच्छा को बढ़ाने के लिए, तो वो सत्संग होता है ना। सो अदरवाइज लाइक वो सत्संग नहीं है, लाइक नो हमारा नो भगवान का प्राप्त करने का इच्छा तीव्र नहीं हो रहा है, तो वो सत्संग नहीं बनेगा, है ना। तो संग में यही लाभ हम प्राप्त करना चाहिए। ठीक है, ठीक है। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।